And we're back.
Bonjour, Dom. We're sponsored.
We are sponsored, and not by Raid Shadow Legends.
Not by Raid Shadow Legends, but whoever's basically our ad partner is putting and injecting into your adverts. They're basically tailored towards you. I keep getting Lenovo adverts, mate.
Lenovo. I didn't get adverts, luckily, on there when I did listen to the last episode. But anyway.
Dickhead. Anyway, welcome back. Obviously, Dom, Dutch GP on the weekend.
It was good.
But before we get started,
I watched it at Silverstone.
At tracks. Didn't we actually do that last year? Yeah, we did. We watched
Japfest. It was Japfest.
Yeah. I remember we watched one of the races at Japfest.
I think it was this year.
I wasn't at Japfest. Oh, I've done no shows this year because the Mazda's been
last year then. I don't know.
Still broken.
We did a show. Anyway,
digress. How are you?
I'm okay, pal. How are you?
Sensational, mate. Absolutely. I mean, no glasses this week because turns out my prescription's wrong and I was like not crashing, just walking in shit because I had no spatial awareness.
Crashing.
So it's been a lot of that this weekend. Anyway, Dom, what we're covering? What we're talking about?
So this week, we're going to dive into the Dutch GP and review it, give it an overview like we usually do. We're obviously going to talk about Norris's DNF and Piastri's Grand Slam. First one of his career.
Podium.
Yeah. Another first of a career.
Yeah. Ferrari's nightmare weekend, mate.
Ferrari's nightmare weekend going into
the Italian GP in Monza. So, before we get started, obviously, Dom, welcome back after the summer shutdown.
Yeah.
As I said last week, it was nice to be back, and obviously, Zandvoort gave us a bit of a roller coaster with flares of rain, crashes, and just mate, it was just an emotional. It's like Ronan Keating said, mate. Life is a roller coaster this weekend.
It was a bit chaotic. I've genuinely thought that so I fell asleep for like the first. I think I watched maybe 2-3 laps, and then fell asleep for like 10 laps, and then woke up literally like because I watched it in my car at Silverstone. Yeah, and I was kind of just sat there, and I'm running on no sleep, and I closed my eyes, opened them. 10 laps had passed near enough and nothing had happened. Like that first little bit was a bit.
Yeah, it was pretty time. However, Verstappen was pretty ballsy straight at the gate.
I'm sure we're going to dive into that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Obviously, Piastri didn't just have a win. He had a Grand Slam. Yeah. Which what was it? It's
pole. So start the race from pole, win, fastest lap, and lead every lap.
Yeah. So absolute beast mode. Dom, give me a fun fact heading into Monza.
Fun fact, it is the fastest circuit on the calendar. Drivers are flat out for over 70% of the lap, and they've reached speeds of over 220 miles an hour down the main straight.
You know what? Your Honda's faster.
Still gap them.
No, you know what, mate? Like Monza's just turn one.
Monza's just
chaos.
We do. Monza's the one that I always fucking cheat on at F1 Arcade.
It is. Yeah. Don't know what he's talking about for legal reasons. Don't know what obviously Ferrari, Dom.
Yeah, Ferrari, they're going to be arriving at Monza under massive tifosi pressure after a double DNF at the Dutch GP, and Hamilton carrying now a 5-place grid drop.
Right, so Dom, talking to Honda, what are you wearing?
I am wearing a pretty old school Scuderia AlphaTauri Honda t-shirt, which, when you think about it, I just looked. So, Scuderia AlphaTauri, which is what it is. Scuderia Ferrari?
Yeah.
Honda?
And speaking of Ferrari.
Go on.
I'm quite thirsty.
Oh, yeah, right. So
that segue. I'm here all day for the segues, mate.
So, I've delighted us with the newer Lewis Hamilton Monster. They did a red cam for a while. I didn't really like the red one.
It's Mouse Mafia on the sippage.
ASMR. Hang on. I'm going to try and get the can.
Thought me that slaps.
Good. Yeah, we have this blue Lewis Hamilton Monster. I don't know.
No, sorry, Lando Lewis is better. You know, that's fucking flames. Yo.
Oh, I do prefer that to the Lando. The Lando one's nice.
But that's better.
I don't plan on drinking either of them very, very much though.
No, because I don't want a heart attack.
Monster does not bode well with me.
So, Obviously, one thing, is it in the news?
Well,
It's not, but I want to talk about it. Lewis Hamilton carrying five star. I feel the 5 place grid drop. I feel Lewis is just getting attacked by the FIA, you know.
Yeah, just a little.
All weekend, it's just been like, and I know both of us like Lewis, but I think it's really been a fucking shit show for him.
It ain't been
Been
fantastic.
real bad.
Him and moving to Ferrari has just been.
You know what? Like, is it Vettel who was like moving to Ferrari? That's a great move.
Yeah,
One of the World Championship, but Ferrari, that's going to happen. Nah, like, honestly, mate.
Yeah, it's not been well.
It's been-
Obviously, we spoke about Piastri getting his first Grand Slam at Zandvoort. So, just to read this here, Oscar Piastri delivered the perfect weekend, taking pole, fastest lap, leading every lap, and sealing the victory. It's his first ever F1 Grand Slam and stretches his championship lead over Norris to 34 points heading into Monza. Pulled up from motorsport.com. So,
you know what, mate? Piastri just drove beast mode all weekend.
So just on the topic of Grand Slam, so with Piastri, it's his first one of
Is his first one of his career?
Yeah. I got a screenshot of this, but evidently it didn't work out too well.
Sorry,
but luckily
mate,
I've got
the
it
hay
here.
fever.
So the list of Formula One drivers with Grand Slams. So who do you think is top of the list?
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to say Shuey.
It's a good guess. You're wrong. Who would be your second guess?
Hamilton.
It's also a good guess, but you're also wrong because that's exactly who I thought.
Ayrton Senna.
Also wrong. So Jim Clark is top of the list.
Oh, Jim Clark.
With 8.
You know, Jim Clark was a fucking beast, though, you know. Absolute monster.
In second is Hamilton with 6.
Yeah.
Ascari, Schumacher, and Verstappen are joint third with 5. Prost, Senna, and Mansell with 4. Fangio, Stewart, PK, Vettel with 3. Moss, Brabham, Hakkinen, Lauda, and Rosberg with 2, and then the rest all have 1, which I'll go through real quick. Fernando Alonso, Gonzalez, Uria, whoever that is, I've never heard that name before. Ronnie Peterson, Jody Scheckter, Latifi, Rene Arnoux, never heard that one before either. Damon Hill, David Coulthard, Kimi Räikkönen, Felipe Massa, Mark Webber, Valtteri Bottas, and last but not least, obviously, Oscar Piastri.
You know, mate, like...
It's a very...
There's a lot of people in the club, but it's still a very...
But that's a lot of people over, 75 years?
Yes, it's not a lot of people. It seems like a lot until you look at it in that aspect where it's...
So, yeah, I just thought that's worth mentioning.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously, there was Norris this weekend with his, obviously, the...
Car identifying as a BMW.
Hear me out. The opportunity now of Norris taking a world championship is gone. No, like for me, like straight out of the gate, like because that's going to really have knocked his confidence.
Oh yeah,
and obviously that like we speak a lot about that with Norris, and you know what? I saw that happen, and my heart, I actually felt really fucking sorry for him because he drove such a good race.
He did.
He drove aggressively as well.
My dad reckons that if he wouldn't have retired, he probably would have took Piastri.
Yeah, I do. Because he was really pulling down the delta in the last couple of laps.
Another point that my dad said was, yeah, because I made the same thing, like it's over for Norris now for the championship. And my dad's point was, you say that, but all it takes is for a Piastri DNF and Norris win, and they're
back to where they were.
Couple of points between them. And I said to my dad, I said, did you just hear yourself say that? Piastri's got to not finish a race and Norris has got to win one. Come on, like both in the same thing. Nah, no chance.
But say like the whole weekend, like that situation happening at McLaren was such a.
It is what it is. So yeah,
it was such a like.
It was a shame because it was such a like 8 laps from the end. Six laps. No, 8 laps. Yeah,
72 laps.
So it was 8 laps. Yeah. So. Yeah, the All League obviously handed him his first DNF of the season. Other than him having, DNF because he did not finish.
Yeah. However, moving on,
he's still 70 points clear of Verstappen there.
Yeah, I mean, still So is he still in P2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course he is. Obviously, so we got Hadjar's big win. Now, obviously, I wrote off Hadjar this last week.
I was going to say, on the last episode, I literally said Hadjar is the rookie of the season so far, and then this happened, and I was just like, vindication!
Yeah, honestly, like, I couldn't believe it. But you know what, I'll take it back, mate. Isaac Hadjar he went full beast mode.
He did. He
like,
deserved it. 100%.
Like, really deserved, and obviously what we are talking about, if you are absolutely unaware, is Isaac Hadjar took his his maiden F1 podium in front of the Orange Army, that being McLaren. Racing Bulls being the Dutch. And obviously, McLaren.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. Anyway, Racing Bulls rookie Isaac Hadjar stunned the home crowd, finishing third at Zandvoort. It was his first F1 podium. He was voted driver of the day and now sits 37 points. This season with 3 top 10 finishes. Now, for me, mate, that's fucking good going, mate. A rookie. The more I'm looking at Isaac Hadjar, I'm like, he's got another potential to be a world champion, you know.
100%. Well, he came second in the Formula 2 championship last year.
Yeah.
So, and it's just... I'm flabbergasted that Bortoletto signed with Stake of all the teams, especially with Hadjar going to Racing Bulls. But you know, it's what it is. Ferrari, their nightmare continues with a double DNF.
For fuck's sake, honestly.
So this is the second race this season now where both Ferraris haven't finished the race. Be that due to retirement or disqualification. Oh no, they technically did finish the race before they just both got disqualified.
Yeah.
But so Charles Leclerc retired after contact with Antonelli while Lewis Hamilton crashed out in treacherous conditions. To add to the misery, Hamilton now takes a 5-place grid drop into Ferrari's home race at Monza. You
know what, mate? Like, the crash between Leclerc and Antonelli, fuck me, first thing first. You know what? It
was a racing incident. In my opinion.
You know what? I was speaking to one of the performers at F1 who does like Nat. Obviously, she actually watches F1. Like me, it was me. What's his fucking name now? Ted. It was me, Ted. Ted was DJ and I was hosting. It was Nat, and I can't remember what the other girl was. But all of us actually watched F1 and we were speaking about it, and they were like, oh, no, it was Antonelli's fault. I went, I don't know, you know. I said, I would class that as a racing incident. Yeah. It turns out that they did deem it as Antonelli's fault, but I looked at it and I'm like, I don't know. I felt that was just a racing incident.
I really do think it was just a racing incident. It is what it is. It happens.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Lewis crashing out. If you want proof that those cars aren't stable, like Lewis, infamously the man in the wet who can just make miracles happen, and him to spin out.
Straight into the wall.
Straight into the wall. Like, it's...
So, well, that brings us perfectly into Antonelli being under pressure after collision, but Wolfpack's rookie. So, Kimi Antonelli's crash with Leclerc drew plenty of criticism, but Mercedes are sticking by their 18-year-old. Toto Wolff insists that the team has 100% belief in him despite the growing scrutiny. So,
I think Antonelli's just having rookie issues now.
Yeah, it happens. As I've said with Antonelli, he's consistent and
it is just
there's a few issues here and there, but he's consistently
a rookie,
above
mate.
Average.
He is a rookie, and like that's the thing, mate. Like I really feel we've got the current wave of rookies is the best we've had in a long time,
without a shadow of a doubt. I don't think there's been a better rookie kind of lineup this decade.
Yeah,
in Formula One whatsoever.
No, 100%, mate. Absolutely agree. Now, obviously, moving on, Perez and Bottas confirmed for Cadillac as Alpine seat drama deepens. Now, obviously, we touched on that last week already, but Cadillac have locked in Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas for their 2026 debut, opting for experience and stability as they enter the grid. That's a nice way of saying older gentlemen.
Yeah, but it's Cadillac.
Over Alpine, though, the picture is far less settled. Franco Colapinto has struggled for form and even crashed heavily before the summer break, prompting rumours that he could be replaced before the year is out. Perez's name has been floating around in the short term, but his Cadillac deal makes it unlikely, leaving Alpine under pressure to shuffle drivers again. Now, who do you feel they could bring back, or that they could get to like fill that seat?
Alpine. Oh, that's a good question. I haven't got a fucking clue.
So, you know what? Let's have a think about that, and we'll talk about that right after this ad break, because we've got. Right, that's it. Bill, we've got one more bill to pay a little bit later. You know, I reckon it'd be an interesting one. He's a bit of a shitty driver, but I think it'd be interesting.
Go on.
Mick Schumacher.
I
mean, he's been in IndyCar for a bit now.
Yeah, man. While we're there, let's bring back Nick de Vries. Yeah, great.
Anyway, Dom,
Practice.
Where did you watch everything this weekend? Where did you watch practice, quali?
I didn't watch any of practice or qualifying.
Yeah, dickhead.
To get these notes, this is just statistics, so I didn't talk about any major incidents. I just pulled some headlines from it. So, Norris tops FP1 to kick off the McLaren dominance of the weekend with... Lando Norris opened the weekend in style with the quickest time in FP1. He edged teammate Oscar Piastri by just under 3/10, with Lance Stroll a surprise third for Aston Martin.
Don't write off Stroll, you know.
Don't ever write off Stroll. So Norris did I was reading. Norris did a 1:10.2.
Yeah.
10.27 technically, or 2.28.
Piastri, let's call that 0.3 of a second.
Yeah,
0.3 of a second behind, and Stroll 0.5 of a second off the McLarens. You know, I know we always joke about Lance Stroll, but you really can't write him off. You know,
he's even a clock's right twice a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go with that. Norris stays ahead in FP2 as Aston Martin impress again, but Norris carried his place into the second session, going under 1:10 for the first time, and Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin splits the McLarens in second, while Piastri
imagine
was just
that the oldest driver on the grid splitting the drivers between the two potential world champions at that point.
So again, Norris doing a 1:09.89, with Alonso with nearly 900ths of a second behind, with Piastri pretty much the same behind Alonso.
Obviously, moving on, Norris completes the clean sweep.
We're going to say queen.
Queen sweep.
Norris completes a queen.
Norris completes the clean sweep in FP3. The Brit made 3 for 3, dominating FP3 with his fastest lap of the weekend. Piastri slotted in second, whilst George Russell gave Mercedes a boost to third. Norris with a 1:08.97. Piastri 2.5 tenths behind, and Russell 0.8 of a second behind Piastri.
Almost a second, really.
Almost a second, but let's give him benefit of the doubt. Anyway, Piastri steals pole in McLaren in an all McLaren front row. Oscar Piastri edged.
I bet he did.
I bet he fucking did. Edged teammate Norris by just 1200th of a second.
Yeah.
In a tense qualifying session, claimed his second pole of the season. Verstappen had to settle for third, setting up the McLarens versus Red Bull showdown on Sunday, with Piastri on pole. Norris 1/1200th of a second behind, and Piastri 0.139 second behind. So, I'll tell you something, mate.
Sorry, just noting as well that even with him being in third, that is, I'm pretty certain that Verstappen has never been off the top three in qualifying at his home race, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Mental.
Absolutely mental. But obviously, I will say, mate, what a race start. Yeah. What a start of the race. So obviously straight at the gate, Piastri, he has a proper clean gone.
Yeah. All three of them do on the front row. Well,
that's what I mean. There was just no traffic at the front.
Yeah.
And normally, mate,
even Hadjar had a good start, because I think he started from 4th or 5th.
I think it's 4th. But obviously, what I was going to say is obviously Piastri, you saw him, he was gone.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in the question. Obviously, we had the big battle straight at the gate between Norris and Verstappen, where he took him on turn 1. Was it turn 1 or turn 2?
Verstappen had him on turn 1,
yeah.
But then it nearly binned it.
You know what?
After.
And we said this before we weren't recording. No other driver could have recovered that, No. They would have spun and crashed. And as I said, even though I've noticed, you know what? We may not like Verstappen on the track, but we both have unbelievable respect for him as a driver.
Yeah, that's it. Like he definitely he did real well with his little bit of twitchy bum moment. And
yeah, mate. I mean, I would have been like, inside.
That's one of those moments where what happened to Verstappen on the first lap is if that happened to us at any point driving, the whole rest of the drive home would be like.
If it's 30 mile an hour, 10 and 2, radio off, aircon off, windows down, calm,
keeping yourself composed, ready for the rest of the drive.
And literally, he did that within the first 10 seconds of the race,
and then fucking just booted it for the rest of it as well.
Yeah,
mental.
So obviously, Leclerc and Russell were fighting over 4th.
Yes.
Right, moving on, lap 5, chaos in the middle field. Dom, tell me about it.
So. Leclerc and Antonelli, as we spoke about earlier, ended up making contact going into turn 3. Leclerc immediately retires and Antonelli continues with damage and obviously later on gets time penalty. It's a bit, I don't feel like he deserved that penalty.
No,
it was literally a racing incident.
Absolutely not, mate. It was definitely he was a love tap.
It was a love tap. It happens.
It was a little love
racing.
Tap. It was a little
if
love
you don't
tap.
go for a gap, you are no longer a race car driver.
And mate, sometimes maybe good,
sometimes it may be shit.
Honestly.
Anyway,
moving on. Norris briefly pressures Piastri for the lead, but the Australian responds with a series of fastest laps to stabilise the gap.
Basically, Norris is like, I'm going to have you out, and Piastri's gone, all right, I'll put my foot down there then.
all right, mate, I wasn't... that was
when you try and when you pull up next to like a GT3 RS and you're like, I just gapped a Porsche, and he's gone, oh hang on, let me take it out of comfort.
So that was when before you had this Type on, you had your Type S.
Yeah.
And I was in the Merc when it with the old map on, and you're like, no, I'm going to have you, and then literally I was like, all right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, just put my foot down and gone.
Bye.
I still can't wait to get my MX-5 back because I want to see. I really want to see your Honda versus my Mazda.
What I'll tell you about this another time. I'm not going to bore everyone else with it, but remind me of last night's antics later on.
On a track.
Oh, not those kind of antics.
Oh.
Don't worry, I didn't commit no crime.
Oh.
This time.
Oh, you just disappointed someone's daughter.
No. That's not antics, that's sexcapades.
Sexcapades? Man said sexcapades.
Anyway, lap 10.
Oh, fuck off.
I've
read that. Right, lap 17, Lewis Hamilton loses rear end. Go on, tell me about it.
Yeah, so Hamilton, after watching what he did, it just seems like he ran out of grip.
Yeah.
Obviously, it says he loses the rear, but I feel like he had nothing on the front more than anything. But
yeah, but so because it looked like he was trying to turn into it, and the car was
going, nope. Yeah, been there before.
Same.
But yeah, that brought out inevitably a VSC and Ferrari's second car out of the race before we were even halfway through.
Mate, I can't believe how fast the Ferraris are out.
It's the only time the Ferraris are fast at something.
Fuck's sake.
But yeah, that safety car then inevitably caused everyone, because the reason he lost his grip and crashed out was because of the rain. So that's when everyone inevitably started pitting.
So obviously, lap 20 to 25, Verstappen pits early for a fresh set of tyres. Now, obviously, I remember everyone when they were boxing and coming out on hards.
Yeah.
But Verstappen came out on a set of softs. Now, obviously, that was to try and get a bit of better pace.
Did he? I thought he started on soft. Did he go on softs again?
No, he started on mediums, came out on softs.
No, he started on softs because that's why he was putting the dominance down at the beginning. So that's why he was trying. Anyway, I'll kill on this hill, which is the more dominant version of I'll die on this hill.
I swear to God, he came out on softs. Because his softs are mediums, so he came out on.
I'm just providing some music while you.
You think I can fucking find it, brother? Hang on. Cool.
F1 Dutch GP 2025 start.
No, so it started on softs.
Yeah.
Maybe did it? Because I remember him seeing him come back out on another set of softs, whilst everybody was going out on.
Everyone was on mediums or hards towards that point in the race.
Here we go. Right. Okay. So pit stop strategy. Where's Max? Right. Pit stop summary. Didn't even know I could read this. This is never so fun. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he must have boxed and come out on hards then. I'll stand corrected.
Yeah, because I was like that. I remember. I don't know. Maybe that's just like my ADHD brain just focusing on one point that like stood out to me at least in the beginning of the race. I think it was him. Behrman was started on softs as well. I think it was a couple.
I'll take that back. I could have sworn he was on softs, but yeah. Either way, obviously he boxed, and that was to get the jump on the McLarens, which didn't last long.
I was going to say it didn't work out all that long for him, but hey ho. Moving on to lap 28, there was obviously Russell cementing P4 after passing Alonso, while Albon climbs into the top 6 with a decisive move on Stroll. I really do feel like Albon drove really well for that race as well.
Albon's driven well the whole season.
Yeah, he's not got the recognition he deserves.
No, and you know what? Neither is Alonso, you know.
No, Alonso never does, which is a bit upsetting. But
Alonso, a lot of people write him off because he's the old boy now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a reason why he's still in Formula 1.
Yeah.
Because he's still fucking good. And like, at the end of the day, the Aston Martin ain't the best of cars.
No.
Next year, it's going to be it's going to be a fucking fantastic car next year.
I hope it's quicker than the Mercedes next year.
Do you know what? And I was actually thinking about this. Hear me out, right? I really actually kind of don't want him to change the lineup at Aston Martin. The reason why, I want to see...
You want to see Stroll get some vindication?
No, I want to see what Alonso and Stroll can both do with a good car. With a good car.
Yeah.
Like, because they've always been at the back of the team, back of the pack, no one gives a shit about them.
Yeah.
Like a mid at the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Low mid team. So I want to see him sort of get that sort of vindication. But moving on, obviously, Ollie Behrman, I can't remember what he had to change. I think it was his setup, I believe.
Yeah, it was the setup.
Started from the pit lane, breaks into the points with a series of aggressive overtakes, showing strong pace in the Haas.
I would say that Oliver Behrman has been the least consistent rookie of the season so far.
He's been all over the place. He's either been top tier or...
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not been good. I'm saying he's been inconsistent because... Yeah. Even Franco Colapinto, although he's technically not a rookie, I would say that he has been one of the most consistent rookies. But
why? Because he's been shit.
Because he's been consistently bad.
Yeah.
At least he's consistent. And I love Colapinto to pieces, but that is. But Ollie Behrman, he's been super. He's either been amazing or average. Yeah.
And
he's been super inconsistent. So, but that's not a bad thing.
That comes with experience.
Yeah,
you learn what you're good at, and you learn how to sort of weaponise, I guess.
100%.
Those strengths. But obviously, lap 38, Dom.
Yeah, lap 38. So Hadjar eventually overtakes Russell after the Mercedes driver struggles with tyre warm up. The rookie slots into P3 with the crowd stunned at the Racing Bull's pace. So yeah, Hadjar.
Honestly, mate,
he did well. A, to fight Russell and take the place, and then B, hold him off for the rest of the race as well. Because that was just over halfway through the race that he did that.
Can I be honest? I actually think Racing Bulls now are a better team than Red Bull. With
Hadjar and Lawson performing as well as they do.
Do you know what though? Doesn't it just prove that it's the car?
Yeah, 100%.
Like the Racing Bulls car is an easier car to drive, apart from what I've heard.
Yeah.
From what I've heard and seen, the Racing Bulls car is easier to drive. It's a bit more stable and it's a bit more welcoming to different drivers.
Yeah.
So it means
Would
that
make
like
sense.
you can push it a bit harder because it doesn't feel like it's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
I suppose obviously with the Red Bull car, it's unbelievably unstable. But moving swiftly on, lap 45 to 50, Piastri stretches his lead over 5 seconds. Norris maintaining a comfortable gap to Verstappen in second. Hadjar continues to hold off Russell in a composed drive.
So yeah, there ain't really much to dig into.
No,
on
that's pretty much
that's it.
straight cutting.
So lap 55, the midfield scrap starts heating up. Albon moves into P5 with a strong overtake on Stroll, while Behrman climbs to P6, capitalising on others' tyre struggles. So can we just get a reminder here that both Stroll and Behrman Stroll started dead last, and Behrman started 19th.
I know.
And Behrman finished P6.
Yeah.
From 19th. That's some fucking feat, that is.
Yeah, that really is some fucking good going. But obviously, again, I think one of the things with Zandvoort as well that a lot of people struggle with is time management.
Yeah.
Because it's a long race.
It's a long race.
They're not all races are, well, they're not. They're all technically the same length in kilometres.
Roughly, yeah.
But it's one of those ones where, like,
it's how the corners are, really. And
it's how the corners are profiled.
How you kind of take it each lap, bit by bit.
Now, obviously, one of the most, for me, devastating moments in the race, and we've spoke about it a lot, was lap 64.
Yeah.
And it was a disaster for Lando Norris and a disaster for McLaren when his car suffers an oil leak. You see the infamous white smoke of death. And obviously, Lando Norris retires and with a DNF, forcing him to retire his car with a DNF. Verstappen inherits P2 and Isaac Hadjar moves onto the podium. You know what? I know we've said this a lot, and I said I feel that's it now for Verstappen's shot at the championship.
Verstappen or Norris?
Sorry, Norris.
Or, I mean, kind of both, but yeah.
But yeah, sorry, it's just got red Verstappen. Yeah, Norris's shot at the championship. It's because, like, as your dad said, go on, I'll let you explain.
Yeah, I don't think the only way for it to get level very quickly is for Piastri to DNF and Norris to win, which, I mean, it could happen because the chances or the likeliness of what happened to Norris in the last race is so low and so slim, but that could happen again for Piastri. There's nothing.
I mean, the likelihood, mate, it's very thin.
It's unlikely, but it is possible. So it could. It's
extremely unlikely, to be honest, mate. Like, the likelihood of seeing Piastri have a DNF and then Lando to get a P1. I mean, it's unlikely, but it's also somewhat likely. But it's all down to the life of the power units, to be honest, because that's clearly what failed. Is that like a head gasket's gone or something?
Well, the thing is, everyone changes. Everyone puts a new engine in for Monza, so they always have a fresh engine going into Monza anyway. Yeah, because you get, like, I think it's 5 a season.
Yeah,
or something like that. And because Monza's the fastest track, they go in always with a fresh, completely rebuilt engine, which makes sense.
No, it does, because it's going to be the one that's going to be. And also, Monza is a bit like Imola, where there's not masses of runoff.
Yeah, and what you've got to remember is most of the cars, the engines that are currently in, or what were in the cars for the last race, were probably just a bit tired and shagged, and that's what happened. So that's what happened to Norris anyway.
Yeah.
But 66 to 70, enlighten me, Sam.
Right, so Russell chases lap 66 to 70. Russell chases Hadjar, but just can't find a way through. What Albon and Behrman consolidate top 6 finishes. Now, for me, mate, like, it just shows what Isaac Hadjar just. I mean, obviously, they're speaking about the F1 movie, and it is true. Every driver, they find a point where they're flying.
Yeah.
Where they just switch off and they just go into like an autonomous autopilot and they just go beast mode.
Yeah. And they just dominate.
Where they fly. And I really feel that's what happened with Hadjar, is that he found like an unbelievable pace. And again, it hasn't been a bad season for Mercedes, but it hasn't been a great season either.
Yeah, again, it's been very consistent though.
Yeah, it's been consistent, but it hasn't been like a dominant season for him. And again, I want to see that again soon. I want to see Mercedes have some form of domination, but I'm loving the McLaren at the minute. But obviously, Dom, at the end of the race, lap 72, Piastri takes the checkered flag to seal his first ever Formula One Grand Slam, dominating from light to flag.
Yeah, Verstappen.
Is that like crapple?
Yeah, pretty much. Verstappen settles for second at his home race, while Hadjar celebrates his maiden F1 podium, taking third place at the Dutch.
Do you know, he looked so proud of himself.
He did. Did you see his face when he broke his trophy?
I know.
But like, he was just like, and he was like, well, you know.
Where are you at?
So,
right.
Race results.
We're
going in.
One,
Rock,
two,
paper, scissors, bam. I win, I'll take one. Right,
Scissors Timbers.
That's the one.
Right.
So, taking the win with his Grand Slam and the full 25 points is Oscar Piastri.
In P2 is Max Verstappen with 18 points.
P3, Isaac Hadjar securing 15 points for the Racing Balls.
4, there was George Russell securing 12 points for Mercedes Petronas.
Alex Albon takes 5th with 10 points.
Then Ollie Behrman in 6th, securing 8 points.
Stroll, surprisingly, takes 7th place with 6 points.
Then Alonso, both the Aston Martins in the points, securing 4 points, taking 8th position.
Tsunoda, I think this is the first time he's taken points in the Red Bull car. 2 points for him in 9th position.
And finally, completing the points lineup is Esteban Ocon with 1 point, but a no 10-second time penalty.
But 10th place.
But a 10th place.
Yeah.
Hey, he loves 10s, doesn't
he? In 11th place, I think that might be one of his highest.
I think it
this
is.
Season. Franco Colapinto in the Alpine.
Then in P12 was Liam Lawson.
P13 is Carlos Sainz.
P14 is Nico Hülkenberg.
Right behind him in the other stake is Gabriel Bortoletto in 15th.
Then in P16 is Kimi Antonelli.
P17, Pierre Gasly.
Do you want to say it properly?
Pierre Gasly!
Right, and with the DNFs, this is heartbreaking to see. We have potential future world champion, Lando Norris. Then we have Charles Leclerc.
Also potential world champion.
And we have the 7-time world champion, Lewis Hamilton. What the actual fuck?
So, both Ferraris and a McLaren in a DNF.
Do you know what?
Crazy.
Right. I don't think none of us got any points.
I got 1 point. Piastri.
Oh yeah, you did.
Top. That's
you got 1 point. So I went with Verstappen, Piastri, Norris. You went with Piastri, Leclerc, Norris, and we went with Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell. Now me and your dad both had sort of a similar feeling that it was like it's his home race, and you know what? He did drive like he wanted it his home race.
Yeah, he deserved the win. He just wasn't as good as Piastri.
No,
or Norris.
He wasn't. But you know what? Like the next race, Monza. So, what you saying? I'm going to
chuck a Ferrari in there.
No,
for sure.
I'm going Norris P1 because he's going to want vindication.
Fair.
Who's your P1?
I'm gonna go risky as fuck. I'm gonna say Hamilton.
Ooh. P2. I'm gonna go Piastri.
Okay.
And who are you gonna go for?
I'm also gonna go for Piastri.
And I'm gonna go for Leclerc in P3.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go Norris in P3. Surprisingly,
I'm
gonna message my dad now because then we're just to remind him to send me his predictions.
Yeah.
If anyone else wants to join in with us on this, on our predictions,
what you know, and we need to do it next week, so I need to give you the data.
Oh,
we said we were joking about this, but we're actually going to feed ChatGPT all the race data and basically get it to predict races and see how accurate it is. Because I'm not gonna lie, if it starts getting like pretty close, I'm gonna start chucking fucking bets on it, mate.
Yeah, well,
do you know what we need to get? Ryan Langford on it.
Yeah,
We'll get Ryan Langford in. Just call him and just get right. Chucky, he loves a cheeky bet.
I
Like, mate, you know, like he had a bet that was like off a tenner, like the accumulator was like 300 and something quid.
Oh, everyone loves a knacker. I had a conversation with ChatGPT the other night about
Shit, you freak.
about a prediction for F1, and I don't know what the fuck I did with it. But
we can talk about it on the next episode. Anyway,
I got it to make a prediction for this upcoming weekend, and it did. It gave me a very, very, very good prediction, but I can't find it now, so I'm a little bit upset.
Well, you know, we can talk about that on the next episode. Anyway, notable events of the race. Obviously, Piastri's first Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Which obviously first of the career extends the title lead up to 34 points. Holy shit.
Yep.
Then what, Dom?
He's owning it. So Norris's heartbreak, his oil leak causing his DNF while running in P2. Just knocked him down a few pegs in his championship contention.
You know, obviously Isaac Hadjar breakthrough Hadjar's breakthrough made an F1 podium, and he moves up to 37 points in the standings.
What's mental is he has slightly more points than the difference between Piastri and Norris.
That's fucking mad, isn't it? Obviously Ferrari's meltdown, double DNFs, Hamilton's grid penalty for Monza. Honestly, mate, Ferrari, what a shit show of a team at the minute. What an utter shit show.
It's just Ferrari, really, isn't it? That's what Ferrari does.
Absolute fucking dog shit. Obviously,
I'm trying to get back into.
We got Russell's consistency as well, another solid P4, keeping Mercedes' season steady. It just feels like Mercedes they're struggling to get on the podium.
They are.
They're in the points, but they're struggling to get on the podium.
Russell's been he's been taking P3 quite often. That seems to be what Russell does best, P3. So they can take a podium, but they can't really do much past third.
Yeah. Obviously, we've got Albon and Behrman shine. Williams has both punch above their weight to be in P5 and 6. You know what isn't in the notes?
Go on.
Oh, no, it is actually. We're going to get to it in a bit. I've just highlighted it so you can see.
Yeah.
But obviously, now I didn't say anything because I fucking bit my tongue when you brought it up. But McLaren's double stack.
Yeah.
You said it was incredible.
Yeah.
I thought it was dog shit.
I thought it was incredible. Other than Lando's release.
No, I thought
that it was like Piastri out, Lando in, bam, bam, bam. If they didn't get that catch on the grass.
Do you know who was the king of double stacking back in the day? Mercedes, bro.
Yeah, Mercedes.
Bro, I'll always remember. It was Lewis and...
It was Lewis and... was it Rosberg or was it Bottas?
I think it was Lewis and Bottas, and when Lewis is coming in, they've just boxed Bottas. As he's going out, Lewis hasn't even got to slow down.
Yeah.
Literally goes into the pit full speed. They were that quick. Like, you know what? Not many people have stacked this year.
No.
Or if
other
they
than
have,
McLaren.
If they have stacked, it's gone terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Like, they've not had a good stack. Did you see about Leclerc's VIP seat on Google Maps?
That's a bit sad. That is. I'm a little bit upset. I feel upset that you brought that up. You just want the picture, didn't you? Yeah. Oh shit! No, I did not see that though. Someone's just. That's not very nice. That's borderline bullying. That is.
Somebody's literally put it on
Google Maps.
I think Google Maps have actually removed it.
Oh, that's a bit sad. But that's also, that's a bit mean. There was no need for that. Maybe, no, yeah. So do you want to actually enlighten people?
Right. So obviously,
exactly what you've just showed me.
So obviously, Charles Leclerc had. I'll put the image up also in the edit because I've got time to. Charles Leclerc had his massive crash, and where he got off and went and sat on the hill. They basically put a Google Maps pin on that says like Charles Leclerc's VIP seat. I mean, to be honest, you say it's a bit sad, but there's worse places you could sit and watch the race, to be honest.
That is true.
There is worse places that you could sit and watch the race. Anyway, moving on while I try and actually find this shit now.
So, the obvious other notable events from the Dutch GP was Antonelli being under scrutiny, which we spoke about earlier, but his penalty for the crash with Leclerc, and obviously Toto Wolff back in his rookie. I still stand by it that it was a racing incident. So,
mate, so do I. I absolutely stand by it was a racing incident.
So fuck that. Move straight on from there. First time podium achievers in 2025. So I've been trying to keep my mouth shut about this while we've been.
Just to clarify, Google Maps have removed the pin name.
Okay. Don't you think the Dutch GP looks a little bit like a flaccid penis? Can you not see? Or is that just me? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Anyway. I know what you mean. God damn it, Dominic.
So the first time podium achievers in 2025. I'm not sure on statistics of this exactly, but I know that these three are the ones so far. I want to say that this is the first time in a while that we've had so many first-time podium achievers in a single year. So Isaac Hadjar took his first podium with the most recent race, the Dutch GP, to join the growing list of drivers with their first career podium this season, alongside Kimi Antonelli, who took his first podium in Canada, and obviously Nico Hulkenberg at Silverstone, taking his first podium also.
I will say, you know what,
out
of all of them, I think the most celebrated one was Hulkenberg's podium this year.
Yes, it was, because it's been like a long time coming and whatever.
That's what I mean.
But I feel like Hadjar celebrated better.
Yeah, well, Hulkenberg, I feel, was more almost in shell shock. He just didn't know.
Yeah, everyone was like, "No, fuck
like I think Hulkenberg was like, I don't know what to do. I haven't had this in so long. Obviously, for me, one of the funniest things that happened in the race was Sainz's reaction to his team when they basically told him that he's getting a 10-second time penalty for colliding with Liam Lawson, and he just goes off and he's like, go and have a word with them. Go speak to them.
I will speak to them at the end of the race.
I will speak to them. This is the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah, he was very, very, very vocal about how pissed off he was with that.
Honestly, fucking comedy gold.
So, and last but not least, the Orange Army drama. So Verstappen denied home race victory for the first time at Zandvoort since 2021. Absolutely mental.
Mate, honestly, fucking mad thing.
Yeah, so that's it for our notable events of the Dutch GP. So now I'm going to lead you perfectly into a cheeky ad break. It goes, well, what are you trying to sell us, guys?
I don't know. Right, cheers. I said we've got bills to pay. This podcast is getting expensive. Like, you know what it is? It's doing the short form content.
Money effing mess.
Shit's expensive.
Yeah,
but we're not gonna do the second part of that.
No. Right, I'm just moving these down. So
sorry, I've just watched that go down on the page.
Oh, I was trying to put it into one single page, and
it's right. Look, leave it.
Okay.
Leave it. Don't mind me clap you with a MacBook.
All right, and so we'll do this. Oh, okay. We're going to rock paper scissors again.
Rock paper scissors shoot.
You win. You can take the odds with number one. So we haven't done this in a while.
The team constructors driver and constructors stand in.
So the drivers' championship is as follows.
In P1, Oscar Piastri with 309 points.
P2 is Lando Norris with 275 points.
P3 is Max Verstappen with 205 points.
70 points behind second. Mental.
Absolutely fucking mental, mate.
P4 did nothing. George Russell with 184 points.
P5, Charles Leclerc with 151 points.
P6, Lewis Hamilton with 109 points.
P7 is Kimi Antonelli with 64 points.
P8 in the standings is Alex Albon, also with 64 points.
P9 is Nico Hulkenberg with 37 points.
Isaac Hadjar, joining him with his maiden podium, also on 37 points, is in 10th.
Then in 11th is Fernando Alonso with 33 points.
Then 12th position, Oliver Behrman with 28 points.
13th is the smooth operator Carlos Sainz. Not that much of a smooth operation so far this year, with 16 points.
Yeah, Williams have been doing him dirty. Esteban Ocon in 14th with 15 points.
Lance Stroll in 15th with 15 points.
Yuki Tsunoda also with 15 points in 16th position.
Then we have Pierre Gasly in 17th with 5 points.
Also with 5 points in 18th is Franco Colapinto.
Then in 19th is Gabriel Bortoleto with 4 points.
And completing the grid this year is Liam Lawson in 20th position with 3 points. But that means every driver
is
has
in the points this year. And you know what, moving on to the Constructors. So obviously the top performing team and leading the Constructors Championship this year in P1 is McLaren Mercedes with 584 points.
In second place, surprisingly, is Ferrari with 260 points.
Fuck me, that's a bloodbath, innit?
Yeah.
That's an absolute bloodbath. Then in P3 is Mercedes with 248 points.
Fourth position in the constructors standings is Red Bull Racing with 214 points.
In P5 is Williams with 80 points.
Sixth position in the constructors is Aston Martin with 62 points.
In 7th is Visa Cash App Racing Balls with 60 points.
In 8th is Kick Sauber with 51 points.
In 9th is Haas Ferrari with 44 points.
And completing the constructors lineup is Alpine in 10th with 20 points. So again, obviously every driver has points, but every team also has points too.
So the next race, the Pirelli Gran Premio d'Italia 2025 at Autodromo Nazzoloni de Monza.
Monza.
God, I'm the level of
You got to
Italian.
zone in there, didn't you?
I had to go like when I had to zone in, and that's on Sunday, the 7th of September 2025.
This Sunday.
Yes, this Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. What time is it, Dom?
So it'll be 2:00 for us Brits on British summertime, and in local time that'll be 3:00.
You know, you changed my life last week, you know, unintentionally.
Come on.
Like, time for a bit. Got to interject, and I just want to tell you this. So obviously, you know, I'm actually like mad dyslexic. And 24-hour time, I'm very open. It confuses the fuck out of me.
Did you never been told about just take the 2?
No, I was being told take 12.
That's mad. You just take 2 off.
Just take, mate.
Change your life.
Literally changed my life.
I remember the first time I discovered it, but that was about 15 years ago. So, welcome to the club. I'm glad I was able to change your life.
Honestly, bro, do you know, like it's
just one of those where you just like, what? Because I had the same problem for years, where like, and even to this day, like piece of technology, if it comes in 24-hour time, I'm like, no, 12-hour.
No, I still want 12-hour because that's just because 24 hours is psychotic. But anyway, first race held at Monza in 1950. That means it's part of the original.
First ever Formula 1 season, yeah. First race in general was 22. So
fuck me. Right, so most wins tied between two of the GOATs, between Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton. Now you've said Hamilton on pole. Come on, Louis.
The two most successful Formula 1 drivers of all time.
Do you know what? I will happily eat my words if Lewis wins.
Yeah.
I'll be buzzing.
That's it.
Most wins as a constructor as well is Ferrari.
Yeah, with 20. That's incredible. 20 wins. But yeah, most wins per driver, the top 3. So obviously we know about Schumacher and Hamilton, and PK takes the third with 3.
Pole position last year was Charles Leclerc at Ferrari.
Yeah, the podium last year was Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari, Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari, and Lando Norris in the McLaren, with Oscar Piastri in the McLaren taking the fastest lap with a time of 1:24.9. So, yeah, we had a Ferrari 1-2 at Monza last year.
I hope we can see it, but
I haven't predicted a Ferrari 1-2, but I've predicted a Ferrari at least. So
yeah, I predicted a Ferrari as well, but not further back in the pack. But you know, Dom, that's it for episode 31.
I know.
We'll be bringing you all the action from Monza next week and the atmosphere.
The Tifosi. And hopefully Ferrari survives past lap 20. Anyway, Dom, where can we find you? You can find me at DJ Dom Cook on whatever you feel like following me on.
And where can we find the pod?
You can find... Well, hang on. Where can we find you? Fuck the pod.
You can find me at Sentio Silvano on absolutely everything.
And you can obviously find the pod at Box Pod on most things. don't forget. Well, this is something I found out recently. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but when you search for us and you want to find anything, just search box pod, all one word, on whatever it is you're searching on. It will be easier because there's a box podcast.
Yeah. I have thought, even though I love the name box, maybe next year we give it a new name. And there's a few just floating around my head.
Okay. We could figure something like that out.
But as I said, that's for discussion later, and maybe we'll see.
We could put it to a vote, maybe.
Yeah, we can. And obviously, you know what, tell your friends if you know somebody who likes Formula 1, right, or just likes a bit of a laugh.
Well, I was thinking about this, and obviously not voiced this to you, but I feel like we should create something soon. Maybe
Sorry,
I
just did the weirdest thing ever. I just cracked my fingers on my head.
Yeah. We should do something kind of like a Discord or something anonymous, or maybe even, you know, those NGL links that you can do.
Yeah.
Where we do something like that, where I know a lot of people that would want to kind of reach out and talk to us and, you know, join in the conversation with us, essentially.
Yeah.
But either a little bit shy, or, for lack of a better way to say it, and we all feel like it sometimes, that you don't want to support the little guys. You'd rather.
No, exactly.
I get it. Because we all do it.
Do you know what? I'm saying this openly, I want to do a crossover with Race Talk, Jay's podcast, Jay Knox's podcast. I'm going to reach out to Jay and I want to make that happen, because I think that would be a really funny podcast.
Yeah.
Because you'd have us who were like the Midlands boys, then we were proper full on Londoners. I feel that
See
would
if we can do something.
Like if they want to come onto our podcast, or
well, we'll do it vice versa, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if they don't want us on ours, because we're probably a little bit too crude for theirs, because theirs is a very, very, very nice, clean. It's a good podcast.
We could squeak up a little bit.
Yeah, you know, we're both very, very PR trained when we need to be.
I feel like if we could have like a anonymous thing for people to submit conversation starters, or even just start a group chat soon with just a couple of our, because I don't have a lot of F1 friends.
Yeah.
But I have a couple of friends that I know that like F1, and we talk about F1 once or twice a week, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to have something where, just to spark up some more conversational topics, because there's only so many times, even yourself as well, where we're going to be able to write down all the stuff that we've got to talk about, and then it's like, how many times did we talk about Piastri's Grand Slam and Hadjar's podium this week? Because you know,
no, that's not and that's not a saying we're running out of content at all. Like we've always got loads to talk about. We can talk for England. Example A. Yeah. No, but basically what I was saying, just tell your friends, tell a friend, because obviously the more you listen, it makes it easier for us to do. It's the reason why we've got ad sponsors in now, is so, like, meaning we don't do this for money, never, and like, if any of our ad sponsors disagree with something that we say, they can fuck off.
Yeah.
Honestly, they can fuck off. Like, we can comfortably afford to fund this. We're only doing this just
we
to
don't
offset.
Want to if we don't have to.
Like, I mean, if it means that we can have a hobby and keep it going and not worry about keeping the lights on, because make sure that the business doesn't got to keep the lights on as much. But yeah, anyway, Dom, we'll see you next week at Monza.
I was going to say, we went off on a bit of a tangent there, but yeah, Monza next week. It's going to be fun. Yeah. Can't wait.
If you're in the grandstands, don't be a cunt.
Yeah. That's one way to put it.
Leave your flares at home.
It's been emotional.
I'm not headbutting my mic this week.
I am. Love you. Bye.
Ow!